Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. So in month of March, we did the practice of the foundation of faith and also experienced the stage of fearless and carefree. So I'm sure everyone had a beautiful experience in month of March. Every day, Baptada's Murli point of Avyakta Ishari that gave us very, very deep insights. And of course, Mohini Didi is sharing. So we'll be happy to hear from you. Please share your experience in WhatsApp or email or website. It will be very helpful to know that how we all are moving together, right? So thank you so much. And now today we are starting our new series. It's month of April and it's a beautiful topic for month of April as well. Imbibe the virtues of sweetness and humility to become great. So today is day 1, topic virtue of sweetness. Avec Signa. Those who imbibe the virtue of sweetness become great here and also attain a status there. Everyone sees those who have sweetness as great souls. So every child should specially have the virtue of sweetness. Only with sweetness will you be able to glorify the name of Madhusudan, a title of Krishna, sweet one. Those who have the honey of sweetness with them have nothing but success in every task they do. Failure is removed from their lives. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi. And also in month of April, we are starting this new project of doing the homework, pass with honor, and today's rerunning conversations. Sweet, sweet child, you are the star of Baptada's eyes. Baba merges you in his eyes. Now I will listen to Didi.
Om Shanti. There is a common saying, when somebody does is nice, they say how sweet it is, right? So sweetness has many, many different aspects, many different ways. Even the appreciation of what others do, then we also say how sweet you are, how sweet it is. So the word sweetness can be used with people, with situations, with circumstances. And sweetness is something like goodness, no? When something good, positive is sweet. When it's negative. But I like the words Dadi Janki always uses. One is purity, other is cleanliness. That mind needs to be clean. So internally we have to look into what is that cleanliness. So I think many virtues which are connected with one single virtue. So this month we will explore that how many points of dharana inculcation required to have sweetness, true sweetness. And we know our Brahma Baba was very, very sweet because sweetness also has politeness. Sweetness also has respect because when you respect someone, you speak sweetly, but also polite. Some are aggressive. Right? Whenever they speak, we know that there is some, may not be anger, maybe frustration. Internally, they're not satisfied. There could be many emotional disabilities, I call them. Whatever reason that they are not able to be sweet. Some, they speak very sweet, but their hearts are not sweet. They still hold the bitterness, right? Anyway, we all will explore together. So Baba is saying that virtue of sweetness. Those who imbibe the virtue of sweetness become great here and also attain a status, high status in future. So Baba says everyone sees those who have sweetness as great souls. So every child should especially have the virtue of sweetness. Only with sweetness will you be able to glorify the name of uh, Madhusudan for Krishna, right? They say Madhusudan, the title of Krishna, sweet one. Those who have this honey of sweetness, those who have honey or madhu of sweetness in them, so have, then they have nothing but success in every task they do. Some people have good intellect, but not good nature. Some have good nature, but not maybe that much intelligent. But finally, one who has sweet nature wins because everyone, uh, they could adjust with them, they can be lovely with them. So, a lot of questions like these come to us. So, Baba says that they have nothing but success in every task they do. So, Baba says that failure is removed from their lives. Just imagine how much confidence one will have in one's own self, knowing that I will be successful. I will always be successful because I am always sweet. So you can see both ways. You love success, then be sweet. I think it's something by churning it and whole day practice and see how you feel about it, and then see the attainment also. Right? So it's very, very beautiful quality. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Good morning.
Hello. Om Shanti.
What a beautiful topic, sweetness.
Yeah.
And I loved what you started with. You said that sweetness has so many things in it. Like there's so many virtues in it. It's not just one virtue, that it's like a combination of virtues. And I also was thinking about what Dadi Janki was saying, that, to have that bad feelings inside, or how she was asking us, can you clean your mind? And I feel it's so connected with sweetness, isn't it? That if I have bad feelings or negative feelings for someone, then they can't be sweetness. So the question is, how do I purify my feelings?
That is said, no, that be positive, because there is some kind of negativity. And when you are positive, then negativity is removed. If something is bitter, not sweet, what you will do? Add sugar, right? Add honey,
Right.
something you will do. So same is what being bitter, right? So you have to see bitterness is connected with attitude, and you have to check that why, like with some people, you are more bitter than others, right? Suddenly you find that you have bitterness towards someone. Maybe something happened, or you don't like something in that person, or there is not open communication, something is in the heart. And all these things create negativity or bitterness. So to clean our heart, I think that remembering Baba, but also good wishes for everyone. As much we keep good wishes, positive attitude, then I think that there are less possibility of being bitter. There is more and more sweetness. There is some people, they don't have trust in sweetness. They feel things will not work. We have one sister, she speaks very softly. We had to tell her, speak little louder. And she was school teacher. And so we said, how did you manage? She was teacher for English because she was in England, so her English was very good. So she says that the students are very noisy, right? So she said, because her voice is so gentle, that before she enters, some of the students tell whole class, remain quiet, don't be loud, she's coming now. So they will prepare her for her gentle voice. And it's so interesting because generally they will say it's all right if they cannot hear her, or if they cannot, understand what she's saying. Students do that for her. So when I asked her, no, she said, I have no problem. And as much she tries, she cannot be loud. So now we know that she will be like that. So then everyone, they become quiet so that they can hear her, right? So I think that we have to trust sweetness. We
Right.
don't, we don't trust sweetness. And that is why Baba says there is success in sweetness. So do I really believe that there is success? One is to hear something, other is to agree something, accept something, and then adopt it too. In practical life, try with that for even this might not work, but try it. I might say, oh, I don't think with this person it's going to happen. Or you have gone for shopping. You say, no, I can't be like this because it will not work. Because we already have this thought, it's not going to work. We don't experience the success of sweetness. So I would suggest everyone for 24 hours, this is our homework. It will be whole month, but it's being first day. Just be gentle, be sweet, be respectful, be gentle, and see how the things work out, right?
Right, right. So you were talking about the attitude of sweetness. So you feel the attitude of sweetness is just holding good wishes, or is there anything else?
No, but the whole connection of love and sweetness. Baba loves us. So every time he says, sweet children, sweet children. In the Lokik also, where there is love, they always say sweet and honey, and they use very, very, very beautiful words. So it's the love also, very important. You
Um,
cannot be bitter if you love
right,
someone. And it's
right.
spiritually, all our souls, being souls, we have to have love for each other, right?
So, Didi, one of the topics was sweetness and humility, right, for the month. Is there the connection? What is the connection? Do I need to be humble to be sweet, or do I need to be sweet to be humble?
I think when there are two qualities, we have to have both in balance, right? Sweetness can make you humble, but if you are humble, you will be very sweet. Humility also is really greatness, because authority, ego, bossiness, these are very common characteristics. But if I am humble, because humility is coming from your self respect, not that you are weak or you are subservient. No, it's the self respect. One who has self respect will never have ego. But when there is no self respect, and to interact or just keep your own identity, you have arrogance, you have ego. Right?
Mm. So one of the things that you were just sharing is about this feeling of humility. And so what should be my thoughts for the feelings? Like where do these feelings come from, and how do I change them? How do I change them to, okay, this is a humble feeling. What would that look like?
Respectful, no?
Mhm.
Like Brahma Baba, you know, the way he spoke with children, but also you all heard that one morning he left after he was leaving, and then he came back, stood under that door in history hall, and said, salutation to mothers. Mm. Again, second time he said, salutations to mothers. So it was not just external gesture, but it was from Baba's heart. Uh, And of course, mothers, as Baba was sweet, mothers were also very loving and sweet. So giving respect to others. If you are humble, you are very respectful. And when you are respectful, then others definitely are also respectful to you. So respect and love, they go together. Or
Mhm.
humility.
When you're sharing, Didi, this feeling is that if I'm not respectful or I'm not sweet, like there's some kind of old sorrow in the heart. And, maybe that is why I'm looking at, like Dadi was saying, I'm looking at defects, or I'm looking, I'm being, saying things to them. how do you address this sorrow? Like there seems to be, like I've noticed with some people, like they keep carrying this sorrow with them. How do you address it?
There is one thing also, when you feel ignored, you know, you are not appreciated, you are not acknowledged, you are not, accepted. So there is feeling of being neglected. And that also feelings are very strong, and it could change into revenge. It can change into not feelings of love for that person. So I think that everyone, whether young or old, they all need some kind of recognition, some kind of respect, some kind of acceptance, then ignored. So this is very subtle, that you pay attention to some and you ignore others, right? So that bitterness grows. But if you really kind of understand, recognize, because everyone has different qualities, all cannot be same, whether it, I find that acknowledge attention equally to everyone. Maybe because of task, you appreciate someone more than other. But in general, there should be a attention to everyone and almost equally. Don't
So that
ignore.
is an aspect. So that is an aspect of sweetness, to have equal vision for everyone, to give attention to everyone. Is that an aspect of sweetness? What
Yeah.
is the difference between sweetness and humility? Would that be sweetness or humility?
Mhm. When you are humble, you are sweet. So sweetness is coming from your humility, right? And humility here is not to be subservient or to bow in front of anyone. This humility is definitely coming from your self respect and some kind of self trust you have. So when you have self respect and self trust, then you are humble in a very natural way. No, Baba says that one is sweetness is greatness, but when there is greatness, there is also humility and sweetness. That
Mhm.
means if you're really great in the sense of because of self respect or because of being loved by everyone. So I think that these qualities work together. I think it is good to explore it, but also Shireen, when it was day before yesterday or someday, you were talking about a project within the Brahmin family to be free from wasteful thoughts.
Pass
And
with
we were
honor.
supposed, yeah,
Pass with
and
honor.
we were supposed to start from today, but we couldn't really read or understand what exactly that is. So can you, in few words, explain to us? Because I thought it's a very good project to see that we are free from wasteful thoughts.
So when we were doing the analysis of the wasteful thoughts, we realized that there were lots of wasteful thoughts, like hundreds of wasteful thoughts. And so initially, we were doing to see how we can actually address wasteful thoughts. And so the thought came that we should address one at a time. And so for 30 days, it's like the main waste thoughts, like that every one of us has, to do with relationships, to do with, oh, what's going to happen in the world, things like that. And so tomorrow, April 1st waste thought is that if a conversation is happening and I keep replaying that conversation again and again, that is a waste thought. And so for that, We took one we call magic Baba's magic mantra, and Baba's magic mantras for all the 30 days are different. And there's something Baba said very sweetly to the soul. And they're exactly Baba's words. So, Baba's magic mantra is for the rerunning conversation is sweet, sweet child. Baba sees you as a star of his eyes. Baba, you're very close to Baba, things like that. And then we had a dialogue between soul and Baba. And so soul is saying something and Baba is responding exactly from the Murli. Okay, this is what Baba is responding. And then we have a drill because Baba said in one of the Murlis that waste thoughts really happen because lack of power. So every waste thought is connected with a power. And we have a drill to receive that power from Baba at Amrit Vela. And
So
so
how will people get the material every day
um,
on the website or?
we have a portal and we have a WhatsApp channel. And on the WhatsApp channel, we are posting in English, Hindi, and Spanish. And we also have a portal where all of the major languages are already uploaded per week.
So if, yeah, so it will be somewhere advertised, no, or put it on.
We had, Didi, we had one call yesterday, the opening call here for this region, and Gayatri Ben and Brother Ken was there, and there were close to 500 people on the call.
So
And
what time is that? Every day?
no, only once a week. So next call will be on Wednesday, next Wednesday, April 7th. But we have a channel. I can send the channel. We can send it. We already sent the channel through Avyakti Parivar and also Avyakti Parivar channel. But I can send the information again, and we can also post it on the Avyakti Parivar channel also.
Yeah, I think that will be helpful because I thought that's a good thing to do it for a month, and see how it works, and everyone becomes free from wasteful thoughts.
Yeah, and we
That
have a
will be,
chart also. At the end of the day, we chart to see if we get the waste thought and we use Baba's magic mantra to stop it instead of, keep thinking about it like that.
mm. Yeah, I think we would love to do it in Avyakti Parivar. So we will try to send whatever the material is, everyone can get it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll talk to the
oh,
team about it.
mhm. Okay. Mm.
Om Shanti.
Yeah, so reflect, do homework. The more clarity comes only by doing it, right? So as much we understand, as much, not fully, but if we practice it, implement it, our understanding will get more clear and better.
I
So
like the
that's
homework you gave us, Didi, today. When you were talking, you said the homework for 24 hours. Can I be sweet to some? Just be
see,
sweet for 24 hours. I don't need to think about 1 month, 2 days, 3 days. For 24 hours, I'm giving myself that homework. I can be sweet.
yeah. Okay, thank you, Shireen.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Okay.